Freddy with CJ Off-Road. Everyone wants their Jeep to perform the best that it can on and off the road, but when you lift it and take it off-road, you can run into clearance issues with the factory loop pipe. One way of combating that is by completely removing the loop pipe. So today we're going to help our Jeep breathe better and give it some more clearance by installing this MagnaFlow Loop Delete Y-Pipe kit. This MagnaFlow Loop Delete Y-Pipe is made of 2.5-inch mandrel-bent stainless steel tubing. It's going to delete the factory loop pipe for better off-road clearance and will work with long arm travel kits. The Y-Pipe is going to outflow the factory Y-Pipe for better performance, and it comes with everything you need for installation, so today we're going to install it on our 2016 Jeep Wrangler. Tools you'll need for this installation: a lift or a jack and jack stands, 3/8 ratchet, 1/2-inch ratchet, 18mm socket, 13mm socket, 15mm socket, 17mm wrench, 16mm wrench, 15mm wrench, tape measure, safety glasses, a Sharpie, and a Sawzall. So we have our Jeep up in the air. The first thing we're going to do is actually make the cut. We're not going to disconnect any part of the exhaust just yet. We want it to be nice and sturdy so we can make our cut nice and easily. Then once it's cut, we'll remove the Y-pipe and the loop pipe. So here is the loop pipe. As you can see, it's big and it can get in the way. So how we're going to get rid of this, we're going to cut it out, make a mark, cut it out, and then put in our new section. Grab yourself a tape measure, and you're going to measure from the weld on the catalytic converter 3 inches back. Make a mark at 3 inches behind the weld on the catalytic converter, and that's where you're going to make your cut. And that's where we have to make our cut. Before we remove any of the bolts, especially right here on the Y-pipe, we're going to spray them with some penetrating lubricant. They're pretty corroded and we want to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. And give those a couple minutes to soak in, and then you can try to break them free. After you've let them soak with penetrating lubricant, you can break them loose. Remove the second bolt on the loop pipe, then remove the loop pipe itself. With the loop pipe gone, we're going to unbolt the passenger side of the Y-pipe just to give us a little bit more wiggle room to get the loop delete pipe in. You don't need to remove the Y-pipe, just unbolt it up here and it will give you a lot of wiggle room. Alright, with the loop pipe removed, now you can undo this clamp so you can remove the Y-pipe. It's a 15mm on this clamp, and it's in a really tight spot. It's definitely not easy to loosen. But if you take your time, you will get it. And this clamp is welded to the pipe, so you're not going to be able to remove it. All you need to do is loosen it so you can wiggle out the Y-pipe. Once you get the Y-pipe out of the factory catback exhaust, you need to remove this brace right here so you can actually fully remove the Y-pipe. There's 3 18mm bolts that secure it in place. Now that the factory Y-pipe is out of the way, we're going to reinstall this bar right here, but then we have to remove this skid plate. Grab the Y section of the Y-pipe, then install it into the factory catback exhaust. Maneuver it up into place. Slide it into the factory exhaust. Put the provided clamp on the passenger side of the Y-pipe. Grab the passenger side portion of the Y-pipe kit, install the flange over the Y-pipe. Then you're going to connect this to the Y-pipe and to the factory catalytic converter. fish it up and over. Slide it in. And then push it into place to make sure it mates up with the factory cap. Grab the loop delete pipe and install a flange and a clamp onto it. Then install this on the driver's side. With everything in place, we're going to tighten up the flange on the passenger side. You can use the provided hardware that comes with the kit, or you can use the factory hardware. Then tighten the clamp on top of the loop delete. Then the flange on the loop delete. Make sure you tighten the flange evenly. Then do this clamp on the Y pipe. And finally, tighten the clamp that connects the Y pipe to the catback. As you can see, this kit relocates the Y pipe more towards the rear. It was right here, which is much closer to the drive shaft. It's further back. Now you have more clearance from the drive shaft. Then reinstall your skid plate. And your installation is finished. Our MagnaFlow Loop Delete Y-pipe kit is installed. It gave us a lot more clearance. Installation wasn't too bad either. It's going to take about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Make sure you measure twice and cut once, and before you know it, you'll be heading off-road.